sorry, very stressing. So the title is Reduction of Costs through Extreme Durability Concrete, 2 Successful Stories. Real things that are happening in our structures. Okay, so the first question in structures, as in many other things in life, is how much does it cost? When you go to purchase a car, the first question is how much does it cost? Like in structures, and for us this means construction costs or design and construction costs. But in the end, in an infrastructure, there are many other costs, maintenance costs, rehabilitation costs, and other costs that we don't think about that are absolutely relevant. The cost associated to rehabilitate a structure imply also how are we affecting to the citizens when they need to go from to point B. This is like the cost that I assume when I need to repair my car and I need to take the bus or a taxi to go to my job. This is the user cost. We don't think so much about it, but it's important. In the end, we could say that the total cost, the life cycle cost of an infrastructure, are 50% higher, more or less. This is an approach, a general approach, than the construction costs, which means that maybe it would be very intelligent to invest 5 or 10% more in the construction of infrastructure to reduce this 50 to a 20 to a 25. Okay, but it's very difficult to convince someone that your approach will be more durable in the future. At least at this moment, we know it's very complicated because this is what we are trying to sell in the market, and it's being difficult. If you think about a new car brand in the market like Dacia, for example, we can try to sell a Dacia for 30,000 euros, explaining that our car will be more trustable. But people will say, I will buy a German one. Why? Because Germans build this trust in durability, and Dacia did it. It is exactly what is happening to us. We know we have a very good product, but we need to build this trust. And this trust is not built with a laboratory test, 1,000 cycles of pattern. This is necessary, but this trust is building structures, like selling cars for the German cars, not with tests in laboratory. Okay. So we are building this trust with more or less these 4 points. The first is monitoring our advanced concrete structures, but also monitoring concrete structures that are there, or normal concrete samples there, to show that our structures are better. This is an example of a monitorization live. We are receiving data every day of our floating platforms, how advanced concrete is not suffering any kind of corrosion, and how corrosion of ordinary concrete that is in the same location is advancing already. So we are using section of the bar in normal concrete in normal concrete elements, and the advanced concretes are not suffering this. This is a good information for us because at this moment we have results in laboratory, but not in the real structure. It's useful for us, but that's useful for the customer. The second is to develop practical procedures to design and the durability criteria. We have some ideas in the norms, but they are not accurate enough. So this is part of resilience project. We are trying to be more accurate in the design, thinking only about durability, not only structure. We are building pilots with advanced concrete structures in different sectors, agriculture, energy, other sectors, just to show possibilities. This is combining the point 1 and point 2. And the fourth, and very important, we need to convince administration that the most interesting in medium and long term is to promote tenders where the whole life cycle costs are received. Now there are tenders, public tenders, where is counting the minimum construction cost. We need to integrate the whole costs, including the maintenance. So we need to boost, to promote that administration does this. And here I am showing one of the 2 examples. This is Valencia is in the south here, and this is the motorway B21 that goes to the north. There are 3 footbridges that if you drive by car from here to the north, you find first an ordinary concrete footbridge, second steel truss footbridge made in 2013, and third a UHPFRC structure which we design and we build 1 year later. Okay? We can discuss about which is more nice, less nice, but in the end, what I mind are the costs. No? When El Puig, this is El Puig, when they decided to do this steel truss in 2013, they were not thinking about durability, they were just thinking about logic, having an access to the sea. These are all structures for the people from the villages to go to the sea, okay? So, in this time, from 2013, they needed to paint this structure 2 times, or I think 3 times, okay? This is not a very high cost, but it's a cost. And last year, they needed to repair it. They needed to repair it, and they spent 30,000 euros, which is already approximately 15 or 20% of the structural costs. Okay? Only in 6 years. Our footbridge, the one we made in 2014, is there. It's working. It's working for the same function. People is going from point A to point B. And we are inspecting that. We are inspecting this footbridge. It doesn't have any kind of failure. We didn't need to paint that because this is the color of the concrete, of our concrete. And the maximum crack opening is exactly more or less the maximum that we expected. 0.1 millimeter is under the norms, but also it self-healed automatically. It closed itself. I cannot tell exactly which components because the concrete is more intelligent than me, but it closed itself. So it didn't need any kind of maintenance, and we expect that this is going to be the same. It has another advantage because this is glass, and people cross the motorway not being afraid, not being uncomfortable because the sound of the trucks, they are not feeling this such sound like in the steel. So in the end, if we speak about cost, well, what did I want to say? El Puig was not thinking about durability, but now when they see how much they need to spend every year, these little costs, they are thinking about durability, because durability more or less can be compared with a battery. You only think about it, you are only aware of it when it's ending, when it's missing. No? You see the mobile phone and you tell, I should have used the low battery mode. No? So now they are aware of that. In the beginning, as I said, our structure was maybe 20% higher. This is our structure costs per square meter. Okay? This is the initial cost per square meter of the El Puig footbridge. But with the coatings and with this reparation, at this moment, after 6 years, the cost in the structure is the same. I can assure you that in 10 years, our structure for sure will be the cheapest in only 10 years. What is the problem? That administrations are thinking in 4 or 8 years. They don't think that they are going to suffer the consequences of durability, but they already suffer them. Especially not in costs, because it's for them maybe 30,000 euros is not so much. But the problem is that they need to close this El Puig footbridge that brings access to the beach in summer, and the citizens were very happy with this footbridge, with this metallic footbridge. But after 2 months, they don't let you to close the footbridge. They want to go to the beach using their footbridge. Is their right? So they will really punish you in the elections if you close. So these user costs are important. How much costs that this woman can't go this day by back to the beach? I don't know how much it costs. It's happiness, but this is a user cost, and we need to think about that. So I include in the comparison the concrete structure, the third one, because it's a little bit unfair. It was made with another norm. It's also much closer to the beach, but I can tell you that in 2013 it was repaired, and in 2019, last week, they started to repair it again. So more or less every 6-7 years they need to repair it, and it's dangerous because this red bar, this splitting, can fall down on a car. So it's problematic. So with the administration, we have 2 problems. The first is to assure them that our advanced material is more durable. And the second is to convince them not to be selfish, because they can tell, yeah, it's more durable, but I'm here only 8 years. So we have 2 problems with them. With these customers, with the private customers, we have only one problem: convince them that our material is more durable. because if they know that it's not durable, they will really purchase our product. This product are the floating platforms. It's a patent that we launched 3 or 4 years ago, and it's a solution that substitutes the wooden platforms. Wooden platforms have a durability of 10, 15 years. This is to harvest shellfish, mussels, and oysters. And we also to the market this solution that we expect, well, we always think 50 years, it can be much more. Okay? It's made of UHPC, we have different models, and the cost is 40% higher than the wooden one. So in the beginning, people said, I'm not going to spend 40% more in a product that you tell me that it's more durable. So what did we need to do? To invest in assuring this durability. So we installed a camera to show how under a big storm our structure is working better than the others. This is the consequences of a strong storm in the wooden platforms. This is 70,000, a lot of money. And so these are some images and figures of our camera. And we also installed on the structures this monitorization to understand and to explain that it's more durable than the others. And the consequences is that these customers are 60, 70 years old. They are very traditional, they are farmers. And they are, you know how is these people, they are thinking in the future. They are thinking, I will spend more money, but tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. So they are starting to be convinced, and they are really trusting in our products. So we are now penetrating in this market. It's being, now that we demonstrated this durability, the product is penetrating, and we are selling these platforms to them, even though the initial cost is a little bit higher, but in the end of the lifetime, it's cheap. It doesn't require money. Okay? Finally, the wooden structure, it really has a lot of social costs, because the maintenance in the wooden structure is risky. You need to take the boat, you need to go there. If it's stormy, you need to do it anyways. So we are seeing a lot of social risks, which in the end are also costly. You can find on YouTube videos and live also streaming retransmission of how this is working under storms in the worst, in the most extreme conditions that you can imagine, because you have the surface of the sea, the AC of the birds. The birds are on it, so it's very easy, and also the abrasion and the continuous movement of the waves up to 6 meters or 7 meters. So in the internet you can find our videos of how this is performed. That's everything I wanted to say.
Thanks a lot, Esteban. We have thanks to all the speakers and the attendees, because I think we have succeeded in giving an overview to sort of speak.